Hi everyone. Today we're going to go through YouTube thumbnails, Facebook thumbnails, basically any thumbnail for any video on social media. So just starting off, thumbnails are usually the first thing a user sees when they see your video in their recommended section, or if they're just scrolling through the feed. This is of course alongside the title of the video. But if you can include the title of the video in the image itself, then you can let the user know basically what's in the video without them having to look at the title. They just get it all in one go on the image. So how do we go about creating a good YouTube thumbnail or Facebook thumbnail, whatever thumbnail you're planning to create? Main thing, can't be too cluttered. It has to be clean and easy to read for the user. So it can't have loads of intricate little details, little images dotted around. Just straightforward, simple images, simple colors, so the user can quickly process what the image is without really thinking too much into it. On the flip side, however, an image with more cluttered and a lot of goings on, at the slightest moment of a "I'm not too sure what this image is" moment, the user will either take one of two approaches. The first being just not engaging. They can't decipher the image within the split seconds of actually seeing the image, so they just simply scroll past without engaging because they don't think it's relevant to them, or if they don't want to look at it. Secondly, they'll drop to the title then. That's when it's considered as more of a safety net. But we'd rather not rely on that second chance rather than just getting their attention the moment they see the video. My next step in creating your thumbnails is making the thumbnail relevant. It's an obvious point, but you'd be surprised how much of an effect it can actually have. See the training videos on this channel, for example. They're all created and themed around the content of the video. As soon as someone realizes that the image of the thumbnail isn't relevant to the content of the video, they'll immediately doubt if the video is completely relevant to them. So that then will result in a possible loss of a view. Next, I want to go over analytics. Firstly, we're going to go for YouTube. So go over to your YouTube studio, content, and then from there, click on whatever video you want to study. Then from there's a graphic, impressions and how they lead to watch time, that will appear. This graphic shows an in-depth look at the CTR, the click-through rate, which basically translates to the amount of people seeing your video and actually clicking on it. A rule of thumb thrown around the internet is a click-through rate of about 5% or better, but as long as you're comparing it with your old videos, which have a different CTR rate, that's a good measurement then. Don't base yourself off of other channels. Use your own channel as a comparison. Looking at these numbers, we can see where more attention needs to be paid. A high CTR rate but low average view duration means that people are clicking on the video but not staying the full length of the video. And vice versa then, with a low click-through rate and a high view duration, people aren't really clicking on it for the thumbnail, they're more so clicking on it for the content and staying for the content then. So using a software like Canva, we can create simple and basic thumbnails for our videos. In the image, we can set aside a little corner for the title of the video so people can automatically know what it is, and then to the left of that maybe we have the actual image. And that is obviously, as I said before, something that needs to be relevant to the content of the video. It goes without saying though how valuable high quality images are and a good title. This will inevitably lead to how popular your video actually is. Consider using them more so than a long title or grainy images. Another thing, use positive imagery. Emojis and even a little smile can give that extra bit of friendliness that will make your video more appealing to your viewers. But as I usually say in these videos, listen to data. drive your decisions through the data and make changes based on the information YouTube or Facebook present. So that's it for the weekly training this week on using Canva or using images and stuff to make your thumbnails better, and really focusing on your thumbnails, giving that extra bit of time to really make them look good, not to have them cluttered and use loads of different imagery and loads of different things. Have them nice and clean, not too long titles either. So if you put in your title in the image, don't use a really long title. Make sure it's nice and short. But apart from that, that is me. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel and leave a comment for any suggestions or future trainings you might have. But apart from that, cheers.